It's been a long time coming from the SC, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, 'cause I'm coming from SC.
Question of the day. The blank is the large muscle that covers the entire back of the upper arm and extends the forearm. A. Deltoid. B. Triceps. C. Bicep. D. Pronator. Answer will be revealed at the end of the video. Welcome to the Nail Genie SC. For all my returning subscribers, welcome back. To all my new viewers, welcome. Glad you are here. Go ahead, if you would, and hit that subscribe button for me. It's free to you and it does not cost a thing. So guys, in today's video, we are doing my nails. Well, we're doing my right hand. So this is the first time I'm going to be, first time of many, I hope, to come. But this is the first time that I am trying this pop-off method on my hand for you guys on camera. So I am showing you guys, I'm using the Star Glue. I think it's like a foil glue. It air dries. And I'm using the not polished matte top coat. And the reason why I'm using the matte top coat is because I think I've seen or heard through watching other YouTubers, and I'm not sure who it was, but the matte top coat will allow the kind of like trick the glue to thinking that you got your buff to shine off of your natural nails. So guys, I have not did any prep to my natural nails at all because I want these to pop off. Now guys, I'm going to tell you, with this method, I've never tried this method before. I have did pop off twice, I think, trying it with some gel overlay and trying it and did it with my Madam Glam review that I had, the PR that I had to do. And those took a day or two to pop off. Well, this one didn't take a day or two. So guys, you will see at the end of the video how quick this method popped off. And my ring finger gave me so much trouble. It popped off even during filming when I was shaping and when I was filing and buffing the nail. It popped off at least 3 times during the process of filming this. So yeah, this method actually works too well. So here I'm just taking the nails and I'm using a curved tip nail. If y'all see my Friday video, you'll know that I said that I love a curved tip nail on my own hand. So I'm taking the glue and I'm bonding this tip to this nail. Now I had a hard time gluing these tips on this on my nails. For the simple fact, I don't know if it's because the nails wasn't buffed on the end, but I'm just taking a little bit of that buffing block and I'm going to lightly buff the tips of my fingers so I can get my tips to adhere to the nail. And I'm doing all of this. Is a learning process for me, guys. So if you've never done this before, then we are learning this thing together. Hopefully, as time goes on and I continue to practice on my own natural hand to do different methods of application, this will get easier for me and I'll figure it out, especially when it comes to gluing on the tips, because as I stated, this process is kind of different for me, and I was having a little bit of trouble, bonding the nails. So I think I'm going to show y'all a few nails, me bonding them, and then I think I turned the camera off to do the rest, and when I come back, we're going to be buffing the tips out and shaping up a little bit around the edges just before we get into application. Now I'm using Not Polished Nude Panther. I'm using Glitter Bell. It's a pink, beautiful shimmery color that I won in a giveaway. I think it came from Tammy Nail Techniques here on YouTube. I won it in her giveaway, I believe. And then I'm using a Halloween mix that I purchased last year from Nail Supply Glamour. So those are the 3 acrylics I'm going to be using during this application. And I'm using my Kiara Sky brush along with my Kiara Sky monomer. Now I love this Kiara Sky brush and I love this monomer. It actually pairs well with everything. So I would call it universal. A universal type monomer. It will, it didn't give me no issues, no problems doing this application. So guys, I am doing this. I want to incorporate doing my own nails on camera for you guys, simply because I don't do that enough. And I know many people know me as a nail tech, but I don't do my own nails enough. I do everybody else's, everything else's. And I also, do my press-ons because of my storefront on Shopify. I have a press-on storefront on Shopify. And if you have not been able to go over and check that out, I will leave it down in the description box below, and that link will carry you right on over to my Shopify store, where I do custom-made press-ons. But that's what I spend most of my time doing. So I was like, well, I told you guys in October, the beginning of October, I wanted to do some changes to my channel. I've been on YouTube for a year now. With everything comes time. So, some people have been on YouTube less than me and their numbers are skyrocketing. But, I don't look at all of that. What I look at is just the enjoyment of it and getting better and perfecting my craft. So I wanted to change a few things up on my channel, start doing a little bit more. So guys, leave me a comment down in the comment section below and let me know some of the things you're interested in seeing me do. I like to try doing a dip powder application on my nails to show those who like dip how to dip with your dip powder and dip liquids. Also, I want to do some polygel applications on my nails, which I'm going to do here soon. That's going to be another thing that I'm going to be doing. I want to do some sculpted nails on my nails to show you guys how to use the foam and how to apply the foam and different things like that. And I know I've done this several times, but I like to just do some things and practice on my own hand so I can get better as well for the purpose of my business. So guys, here I'm just putting a clear coat. So I'm using the Mill Secret Clear, and I'm just putting a clear coat or clear acrylic on my natural nail, just a very thin layer before going in with the colors, because as you see, that pink is very pigmented and I don't want to dye my natural nail by putting that straight color onto my nails. Plus, it's always good, no matter what you're using, to apply a thin layer of the clear acrylic on your natural nail. So when you go to do any filing between changing, the nails out, when you're doing your rebalance, refills, infills, however you call it, you able to file the nail down without tearing up your natural nail plate or your client's natural nail plate, because you'll be able to see when you get to that layer how white that layer is. It don't look like the natural nail. So you'll know that you reached where you need to be on filing process, so you don't overfile on your client's natural nail bed or your own. Alright, so here I'm just taking that glitter and I'm going to do a full glitter nail on this nail. And this glitter, guys, is so absolutely gorgeous. I was like, where you been hiding? But guys, I actually went in my acrylic drawer and I just start pulling out stuff. I have so many different acrylics. I don't use all my acrylics, and I don't even know all the acrylics I have, because I'm constantly, soon as I see another brand out or somebody talking about another brand that's good, I'm already going over trying to get it and trying to see what it's about, and then I just stick it in the drawer with the rest of the acrylics and don't realize how many acrylics I done accumulated until I done accumulated them. But the one thing I love about acrylics now is most of them are a dual powder, so you can use them as dip or acrylics. So even though I don't have too many, or even I don't even have one right now of an acrylic client, I do have dip clients. So I'm able to have as many color choices as she would love to have, because I have so many dual powders. So I like that about the acrylics now, that they are used multi-purposefully as dual powders. Okay, so here I'm just I am doing the layer of glitter acrylics, and I don't know what it is about glitter acrylics. I love working with glitter acrylics. I feel like I can apply them so very well, way differently than if I'm using a regular natural just solid pigment color. For some reason I can lay a glitter acrylic very well, and I always have a little issue with just solid colors. But here I am practicing on my nails so I can learn how to let the acrylic sit on the brush till it polymerizes, then put it on the hand and work it on the hand to keep it from getting on the skin. So that's what I'm doing here, guys. I'm trying to get better with my acrylic application, thanks to all of these wonderful ladies on this YouTube journey who does amazing acrylic applications. I am watching and I am learning from you all, because you are amazing at what you do and the crafts that you give to beginning acrylic users, or even me as a newer nail tech. The experience is so great. I'm learning so much, and it's helping my process. So guys, here I'm just putting that pink, and I'm going to do a full cover pink nail on my ring finger. I believe I'm going to do another full cover on my pointer finger. And I think my middle finger going to be ombre with the glitter. Thus, I'm using that Not Polish Nude Panther powder. And I love Not Polish's powders. A great powder, a great brush, and great monomer will help your application. Period. And I was like, you know what, Jeannie, you're going to invest in all of this. You got to invest in things that's going to help you too as well. So you need a great brush, you need great product, and you need good monomer. And that way, if you're going to focus on trying to get better, you won't have such a hard time doing that with great products, right? Alright guys, so I'm going to let y'all just watch me do that, because it's self-explanatory. I don't really have to explain anything to you guys. Here, I think on this nail, I might have bulked it up just a little bit more than I wanted to. I think I was yapping, if I'm not mistaken. And if you don't know what yapping is in the South, that's talking too much. And I just wasn't paying attention. I think I just added an acrylic, but it all come out together at the end. But this is the nail that, I think this was the nail that had the most product on it and popped off the fastest. So crazy. It had the most product and it was just ready. It was like it's coming off. And it ain't waiting for me. So, but anyway, I'm going to let y'all guys enjoy this application process. And if there's anything I can bring to the channel that you'll be interested to see, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm working on one more request from from my subscriber here on YouTube. Asked me if I could show how I mix glitter acrylic with glitter with acrylic to make an acrylic glitter mix. I'm not a person who mixes acrylics. Let me first start off and say that. But if I needed to make a certain product for my client and I didn't have it in my possession, I do know how to make a mix that will work. So I'm going to try to incorporate doing that, maybe on a live or even in a video here. But I will make sure I at least attempt to show my subscriber what I do. Not saying that it's the correct way, not saying that it's something that you do, but what I do. If you ask me if I can do something and if I can do it and show it to you, I want to do that. Okay? So here, guys, let me tell you about this middle finger. So I learned on my journey as well, when you're going to ombre with acrylics, you want to go ahead and lay down your solid color first. Then you want to ombre the acrylic over top of your solid color. So that's why I'm going ahead and putting down my not polish, what is the name of this color? I can't think off the top of my head. It's my favorite. Oh my goodness. Y'all, my mind went totally blank. Today is my birthday. I turned 1 year older. I'm blaming it on that, okay? Nude Panther. So I'm going ahead and putting down my Nude Panther, and then I'm going to overlay with my acrylic, glitter acrylic, and bring that glitter acrylic into that ombre and into this Nude Panther. So yeah, and I was happy with this application, guys, right here. I was so happy and pleased because it, you know, from where I started, and I look back over my pictures from where my journey began to where I'm at now, I am at 100% doing way better than where I started. So that makes me very proud of what I'm doing. I know that my schooling, my practicing, this journey on YouTube, none of this is going to waste because I'm actually seeing improvement in myself. And that's what matters when you are doing anything like this. You see the improvements in yourself. And if you're happy with that improvement, then you know you're doing well. So I'm very happy with my improvement. All right, guys, so before we get going any further in this application, I just want to say I'd like to thank you all for the support to my channel. I appreciate you all very much. If you are here and have not subscribed to the channel, I would love it if you subscribe and hit that like button for me. It helps out my channel a lot and allows me to continue to get more content out to you, my viewers. Alright, guys, so now that I did the ombre here, we are going to go in with that pink again, and we're going to do a full pink nail on the pointer finger. And I'm just looking at my hands on every side and every angle. I'm not one to hold my hands in front of my face when I'm doing application because I'm still learning the processes of applying acrylic to my own fingers. But I like to rest my hand, apply the acrylic, then look at it on every side and see where I need to put more product. So what you want to do is make sure when you're doing working on yourself as well as a client that you're looking at the fingers from every angle, every side, down the barrel to see where you need application more product in order to make your application as best as you know how. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to make my application as best I know how. On this time around, I put a little bit more product on the brush than normal. So it looks like I pulled one bead to cover up this nail, but I assure you I was not trying. I'm using a bigger brush. So with a bigger brush comes more powder, and I'm learning that as well. I'm not keen on... For a long time, I was using my number 8 brush, and I just would not get away from it. And I was doing like zillion beads, even on a nail this length, right? So I went to a number 10, and I'm comfortable with the number 10. But when I ordered the Kiara Sky cover collection, it came with this number 12 brush, and I just love this brush. So I said, you know what? One day you're gonna have to learn how to work with this brush. So you might as well. It's better time than any. So I love this brush. I pick it up. I get started. I even when I think I have way too much product, I still try to make it work. As you see, I wipe most of the product off. I'm losing most of the product, but it's okay because for me, it's all learning process. One day I'll have this process down where I'm not losing so much product, but I'm still learning. It's a journey, and I don't mind. Really, I don't mind. It's a give and take in anything, and lose some, gain some, whatever the case may be. But long as the practice is there, so I'm not worried about that. But I am excited, guys, for this application. These nails turned out absolutely gorgeous. At the end, I was like, man, these gonna pop off. And so when I think I did the filing and shaping off camera. And guys, as I get better with application, I will go ahead and leave a few clips of the filing and buffing application, shaping as well, crisping up the shape as well. I'll leave that stuff in. But right now, because it still take me time, this was, I think I might have worked on this one hand for a little bit over an hour. Maybe an hour, maybe almost 2 hours. I'm not sure. But I was able to get this footage down to, we got it down to about 36 minutes. So, yeah. So as I get better and faster, I will decide when I think I can leave a few clips of the shaping and filing in without making it too long of a process for you guys. But I would love to get to a place where I can do a live session with me doing at least one of my hands like I'm doing now to show you guys and do it in person. Because I really this was just so exhilarating. It was so fun to do. And I was just like, Gina, just do it. And I just was just happy to just do it. Because, you don't know what you can do until you do it. And some days, like for me, I'm going to say, look, I waited a very long time to decide what I wanted to do with my life, right? Because I was happy being a mom, a wife, a worker. I was always happy long as I had income coming in and I was able to help support my family. I never was just one of those people that felt like, oh, I got to do this, I want to do that. I just was happy and content with life. Long as God blessed me with breath in my body, I was just content, right? So, but when pandemic came around and I just started watching these nail videos and got all engulfed into nails, which I used to wear press-ons all the time and try to make them look as natural as I possibly could make them look coming out of the nail matrix. And people would come in and ask me, who do your nails? And I would say, me. And they like, huh? And I said, oh, these are press-ons. And they like, them press-ons? And they couldn't believe it because they looked that good. Because I would just do stuff to that press-on to make it look like it's mine, right? So when pandemic came around and I started watching nail videos, I just got more and more intrigued by if I can do it or not. So when I say I waited, I am not a younger version of myself. I am young, but not the youngest version of myself. So I decided to do this nail thing. And sometimes I get lazy, guys. I mean, the stuff can be sitting right here at me. And I'm just too lazy to pull it out and do something with it. I try to find the easy way out. But I also know that sometimes that can be a hindrance to me and the growth of this channel. So I want to make sure that my subscribers are getting something from my channel, because that's my whole purpose of starting this journey, to help somebody along the way. Also, I want to make sure that you all stay intrigued and happy and excited to come back by seeing something different. That's why it's time for me to start doing my own nails and show you guys, even if it's a pop-off method. But I might do my left hand because I really like working on my dominant hand with my non-dominant hand. It's much easier to do. But I will tape me working on my non-dominant hand with my dominant hand, and probably put a full set or a set on my left hand that I actually can wear. Which is going to look weird when I'm out and about wearing one set fully together and then one set totally off. But the reason why I don't wear nails most of the time now is because I'm constantly working on my press-ons, and sometimes the length of my nails can get in the way of what I'm trying to do. So, yeah, so I like to make sure I'm giving much detail in that. But yeah, I'm just thinking along the lines because I kind of want to do my left hand and just, do it, have something on it, whether it's a polygel or a sculpted look or something. I just want to do it and have it on there and then just do the pop-off method on my dominant hand, if that makes sense, because it's so much easier to work with my non-dominant hand to my dominant hand than my dominant hand to my non-dominant hand. My dominant hand to my non-dominant hand, because I'm right-handed. So it's easier for me to work on my left hand with my right hand than working with my left hand to my right hand, if that makes sense, because I'm getting confused if I keep saying dominant or non-dominant. I'm confusing myself. So guys, here I'm just taking that clear acrylic, and I am getting the gaps and things of the lumps and bumps or dips and all of those things that come with application process. And I'm also using the clear to build up the nail. But on my nails, most of them are built up. So I'm just giving a thin layer over, what is it called? I'm doing a thin overlay. I'm doing a encapsulation. To encapsulate those glitters, encapsulate the color. So when I go to buff and file and shape, it don't chip into the color as much. And I get to have that vibrant, the vibrant color that I want. Because if y'all don't notice, because maybe the lighting, but this pink actually has a little bit of glitter in it. So it's got a really fine shimmer of glitter in this pink powder. It's so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And I've never worked with any glitter belt products before. This is my first time, and I am so grateful and thankful to have won that giveaway to receive this pink acrylic, because it is absolutely beautiful and it's a dream to work with. So guys, if you have never checked out Glitter Bell, I'm actually looking to see if I can even make some more purchases with that company as well, because that acrylic laid so very nicely. So if you are looking, all of the acrylics I used today actually worked very nicely. And I think I learned about Nail Supply Glamour through my nail sister Nene's Nail Nook. And I went over there and start getting acrylics and all kinds of products from them. But I do love their acrylics. They have some of the best acrylics as well, especially they glitter acrylics. And then, of course, Not Polish is, I don't even have to talk about how great that company is. If you don't know who Not Polish is, you've been hiding. Because everybody know how great they are. Yes, every acrylic that I used today worked flawlessly. And I had no issues, no problems. Application just turned out amazing. So this is my nails before filing and shaping. And now I have filed, shaped, and buffed. And that nail, I'm telling you guys, fell off twice while I was filing and shaping. So that star foil glue with that not polished matte works tremendously as a pop-off method. I mean, it works. And so I was like, I wonder if this work. Now, I'm going to show you guys at the end how easy 2 of the nails popped off. And 3 of the nails still hadn't popped off. I actually had to work those nails to get them to pop off. Because I guess the application, it was good. And they just didn't want to release from the nail. But everything popped off clean. I had no issues, no problems. Only residue I had on my hands was the foil glue that was underneath. So I just took a buffer, buffed that off, washed my hands, scrubbed my hands real good, and my hands back in business, ready for the next set. So I like the pop-off method, and I'm going to tell you guys, I really was just cautious about that method. I would watch Rose 318 do it, and I'll say, Rose, I really want to try that method, and she'll tell me, you need to try it, you need to try it. I watch I Am Biscuit here on YouTube, my good sis, do it. She would tell me, go ahead, give it a try, you know what to do, because in nail school, they teach us to use cuticle oil and top coat. So I was like, yeah, that's right. And so she's like, that's all I use. And so I'm like, I don't know why I was so apprehensive to try this method. I guess one of my reasons for not wanting to try it right away was you put so much effort and work into making the set so beautiful, you want to wear it, right? Because when I was putting the top coat on this nail, y'all, and those glitters came shining through, baby, let me tell you, I didn't want to take them off. I wanted to keep this set on. But I knew I did the pop-off method, and I knew they was going to come off, and I was like, okay, so now let me figure out what my next set going to be. But y'all, I really did enjoy this application process. It was so much fun. I cannot wait to do it again with you guys. And I just hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did, because yes, guys, I really, really enjoyed doing this process. It just turned out absolutely amazing. So I am in the light. We're going to cure this top coat, and then I'm going to put some cuticle oil around these cuticles to nourish them back up. And yes, guys, I'm going to be showing you all the final look. And I'm also going to be showing you, well, I'm going to show you all before the final look, show you all how these popped off. Now, crazy me, start popping them off and forgot to do my pictures, so I had to bund them back on before taking pictures, but you will see a final look at the end of the video here. So I wanted just to show you guys how they look, and then I'm going to show y'all how easily these nails just popped off. 2 of them at least anyway, right? But that just goes to show that the process was a good process. So I love how these turned out. They turned out absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. These are the acrylics I use once again. And guys, I think I'm going to show you all the numbers for the acrylics. And yes, I'm going to show you guys how they just easily popped off. See how that one just popped off. I ain't do nothing. I was just messing around and it just popped off. And I think my thumb popped off. Yep. And these other 3, they wasn't budging right now, but I had to, once I washed my hand and get some warm water under it, they popped off well. All right, guys. So the answer to the question of the day is B, triceps. If that was your answer, you guessed correctly. We will just continue to do the questions of the day this week. Change it up a little bit for you guys and let you all have a little fun with the questions of the day. I appreciate you all stopping by, taking the time out to watch this video. Thank you again. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. Follow me over on my Instagram and TikTok, same name. And until then, guys, the deuces are flying in the air. You already know what time it is. Poof. The Nail Genie. She's out.